The Taliban governing Afghanistan is frequently sparring with Iran and Pakistan to assert a claim to territories they think are theirs. In the latest episode, Iranian soldiers killed one Taliban militia and injured another when they tried to plant the Afghan flag on what Iran says is their territory. Predictably, both sides blamed the other for the standoff. In the past few days, viral videos surfaced on social media showing Taliban militia breaking border signs along the Durand Line in Wakhan and Badakhshan on the Pakistan border. Most Afghans do not accept the Durand Line that demarcates the 2,670-kilometer international land border separating modern-day Afghanistan and Pakistan. It was negotiated in 1893 by Indian civil service bureaucrat Mortimer Durand on behalf of British India with the Emirate of Afghanistan. It ends in the west with Iran and China in the north. Pakistan inherited a slightly modified version of this line when it gained independence from the British in 1947. While this artificial line suited the British, which wanted to establish a buffer state between its government in India and Russia, it divided the Pashtuns and Baloch population into two countries. Toronto-based think tank International Forum for Rights and Security gave an exasperated summary.
Both sides refused to move from their respective positions. The Taliban commander of Zakir camp informed the Pakistan army that he was under instructions not to negotiate and demanded the removal of poles intended for fencing on the Durand Line. In response, Pakistan refused to remove the poles and also threatened to destroy Zakir camp if Afghanistan maintained an aggressive posture. This event is the latest in a series of incidents on the border. The enormous harms that have been suffered by the Pashtun community have engendered a deep distrust of the Pakistani state in the minds of Pashtuns on either side of the Durand Line.
Vladimir Putin chose Russia's Navy Day to outline a new naval doctrine identifying the United States as the most significant military threat and NATO's desire to expand the alliance as a threat on the high seas. The new doctrine emphasized the importance of the Arctic Ocean and stressed that Russia would deepen its hold of the Black and Azov Seas. Speaking at the port in St. Petersburg, the Russian president vowed to make Russia a great maritime power because of the strategic policy of the USA to dominate the world's oceans. However, Putin said Russian naval power would come to force only when diplomacy and economic tactics failed. The 55-page document justified its intentions.
Guided by this doctrine, the Russian Federation will firmly and resolutely defend its national interests in the world's oceans, and having sufficient maritime power will guarantee their security and protection.
Putin also announced that he would equip all Russian ships with state-of-the-art Zircon hypersonic missiles, build modern aircraft carriers, and also set up bases across the globe.
The United States announced that it used drones to kill al-Qaeda leader, Ayman al-Zawahiri. The 71-year-old terrorist remained the visible leader of the terror organization, even after Osama bin Laden was killed 10 years ago by US Special Forces in Abbottabad, Pakistan. Hellfire precision missiles killed the Egypt-born physician who stayed in Kabul to reunite with his family. US officials say that the Haqqani group, which controls Kabul, violated the Doha Agreement as they knew of his presence in the city. Taliban made a glib remark about the airstrike, without mentioning the target.
An airstrike was carried out on a residential house in Sherpur area of Kabul city on July 31. The nature of the incident was not apparent at first. Initial findings determined that the strike was carried out by an American drone. The Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan condemns this attack on any pretext and calls it a clear violation of international principles and the Doha Agreement.
US President Joe Biden dismissed these comments with a bit of chest thumping.
You know, Zawahiri was bin Laden's leader. He was with him the whole time. He was his number 2 man, his deputy at the time the terrorist attacked 9/11. Now, justice has been delivered, and this terrorist leader is no more. People around the world no longer need to fear the vicious and determined killer. The United States continues to demonstrate our resolve and our capacity to defend the American people against those who seek to do us harm. You know, we make it clear again tonight that no matter how long it takes, no matter where you hide, if you are a threat to our people, the United States will find you and take you out.
If you like this content, please press the like button and share it with your family and friends. Please consider subscribing to this channel. It is free. Press the bell icon to receive notifications about new content.